Welcome students. Today we are going to start chapter 12, Structured Query Language. Shortly we call it as SQL. This is specially used for accessing and manipulating the database. By using this SQL, we can create, retrieve, alter and transfer the informations in the database. This language is specially designed to manage and access also the in or DBMS. There are many versions in SQL. The original version was developed at IBM and later it has been changed in 1970. In 1986, ANSI published an SQL standard and it was updated in the year 1992. The latest version of SQL is published in 2008. The name was SQL 2008. Let us see the role of SQL in our DBMS. Especially this SQL is designed to access and manage in RDBMS. This RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Some of the RDBMS packages are Oracle, MySQL, MS SQL Server, IBM DB2, Microsoft Access. These are the packages of RDBMS, and this SQL is used to access the data in the database, and it has an row-based table structure, and we can do the functions CRUD, C-R-U-D. These operations can be done in RDBMS by using the SQL. CRUD means create, read, update and delete. Let us see the processing skills of SQL. What are all the skills in SQL? It has an DDL, that is data definition language. By using this language, we can delete the relations and we can create the indexes and we can modify the schemas. And also it is used in data manipulation language. It includes the command insert, delete and modify the tuples in the database. And embedded DML is also available as a processing skill in SQL. It is used in high-level programming languages. And for viewing the definitions, it also includes the defining view of the table. And for authorization, it can has the rights to relation and views of the table. It has an integrity checking condition, and a transaction is possible, file transaction, and it has an control over the transaction processing. Next, how to create a database. There is a command for creating the database. The command is create database. After that, you have to give the database name. Here example is given for creating the database. The database name is STUD. We are creating a student database, that is create database STUD. And for working with the database, you have to use the command use database name. Use STUD because database name is STUD. So we have given use STUD. Now you can work with the database. First you have to create the database. After that you can work with the database by using the use STUD command. Next, we are going to see about the components of SQL. This has been classified into 5 categories, that is DML, DDL, DCL, TCL and DQL. Let us see one by one. First we will see about the data manipulation language, that is DML. It consists of the SQL statements and it can define the structure of the schema, and also a database schema. What is meant by schema? Schema means it has some structure. That is, if one table is there, that table contains a structure. First, it may be a serial number, next name, next Tamil, English. Some structure is there, no? That is called a schema. This can deal with the DDL. And DDL can perform various functions. It can record and the database files, and we can give the unique name for the data items and record type and file type, and also for the database. And should be a proper data type, and there should be a size of the data item should be already defined, and the range of values of the data type may be used, and it has an previous locks for preventing the unauthorized data entry. If you having one database, all the persons cannot access the database. It has an security purpose, that is privacy locks has been given. With the password only the particular person can access the database. For example, in one company they are maintaining one database recording that employee. All the persons cannot see that database recording the employee, how much the salary they are getting, how much experience they are having. Only the manager has an permission, manager and the owner has the permission to enter into the database. That type of privacy locks also available in these databases. There are various commands has been used in DDL. First we are creating the database and we are using the database, and also we can use this command create. It is for creating the tables in the database. Alter, this alter command is used to alter the structure of the database. And drop, it deletes the table from the database. And truncate, it removes all the records from the table, and also it releases the space occupied by the records. So these are the 4 important commands which has been used in DDL. Next let us see about the DML, that is data manipulation language. It is used in the computer programming language, especially for inserting, deleting and for updating the data in the database, and it has a SQL data change statements also, and we can also modify the data stored in the database, and we cannot alter the schema of the table. And it has the following functions: inserting the new information and retrieving the information already stored in the database, and we can also delete the information from the database, and we can modify the data which is already stored in the database. The commands which are used in DML are given here. Before that, this DML is classified into 2 types. One is procedural DML and another one is non-procedural DML. Procedural DML means it is used to specify which data has been needed and how to get it. Non-procedural means it also specifies the data what we needed, but no need to specify how to get it. Okay, that is the difference. And the command used in DML are insert, update and delete. These are the 3 commands which has been used in DML. Insert means inserting the data into the table. Update means update the existing data in the table. And delete means deleting all the records from the table, and not the specified space has been deleted, only the records has been deleted. In previous DDL, truncate is used for deleting the space occupied, but in DML only the delete is used for deleting all the records. Next we will go for DCL, that is data control language. It is also used to access the data stored in the database. 2 commands has been used in DCL. One is grant and another one is revoke. Grant means it gives the permission to one or more users to perform the specific task. It allows the user to perform a specific task. Not a single user, more than one user can access. And revoke, it has an access permission which has been granted by the grant statement. It withdraw the access. If you are giving access, you have to use grant. For withdrawing the access, you have to use revoke. And next one is TCL. It is a transactional control language. It is to manage the transactions in the database. And the command which has been used for DCL or TCL are commit, rollback and save point. Commit means that transaction has been saved permanently. Rollback means it restores the database, and save point, temporarily it saves the transaction. Commit means permanent transaction has been saved. Save point means temporary transaction has been saved. Next we will go for DQL. DQL means it is a data query language. It is used to query the data, that is retrieving the data from the database. Here the command used is select. It will display the record from the table. Suppose if you are giving select stud from STUD, like that if you are giving means select student name from STUD. If that command is used means student name will be displayed. STUD is a table. Student name is all the student name from the table will be displayed. Okay. So in this class we have discussed about SQL, and the SQL has been used in the database, and processing skills of the SQL has been discussed, and also the components of SQL. In that we have discussed about DDL, DML, DCL, TCL and DQL. So these are the components of SQL. This is an important 5-mark question. You have to read thoroughly, and this comments has been asked either in 1 mark, 2 mark or 3 mark. In which language, in which command is used, that should be remembered by you, then only easy to attain 1 marks. Thank you students. Next class we will see about the remaining part of the chapter 12.